my ringtone to my brother. You still love me, brother? Do you? Really? Okay, good. Good. Have changing the hat.
I told everybody in Omaha, Nebraska, I says, you come to help move me back to Utah. And I don't know whether you just love me that much or whether you just don't want to do my chores anymore.
Well, I want you to know I went to great lengths to do this, and I even had Curtis Christian come to do it, but he bowed out on me because he still wants to be your friend. Oh. So you got me. So we're gonna proceed forward here. You know how you're always accusing me of abusing your animal. Well, nothing's sacred when you leave, you know. I have this little source, and we won't mention any names, but he's very industrious. I keep looking for it. Oh, he's running the camera. All I have to do is say, Lane, I need a key. I got a key, and I says, Lane, I need this. He's got this. Everybody knows that in their house, in his office, they have big elk on the wall, and one big elk in front of this little door up in the corner. You never know what's in there.
Used to be Christmas.
Used to be.
Yeah.
You always wonder what's in there, and the elk's always there, so you can never get in there and see what it is. And so I conveniently got a key to the house so that I could go and see what's in this closet. You know, there's
nothing exciting.
Oh yes, there is. Well, DeWayne and me have always had this little rivalry about my mule and his Arab, and he always says I abuse his Arab. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
He says, take my Arab, but you can't pack him. You know? And he keeps thinking that I abuse his animal. Well, up here in this shoebox, in this little hidden closet that none of you know about.
I do. I know about it.
I found a little shoebox with some pictures. Now, I want to know what on earth you're doing to your horse that you say that I am so abusive.
Where did that come from?
Huh?
I have never seen that picture.
You've never seen that
No.
picture? That's because it's in a little shoebox hidden behind a closet that you guys can't get in.
Is that Photoshop?
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, you can't say that I'm the only one that don't treat your horse right, but I want to know what in the heck is that?
One less.
Somebody don't
One less.
So there's stories this guy tells back in Omaha. He's told stories on me. Everybody I run into, oh, you're the brother. Oh, you did this. Oh, yeah, you did this. So
You think I'm a redneck? You wait till you meet my brother.
we have stories that they haven't heard, and neither is your family. So now, this is my cowboy poetry hat. And we're going to do the Arab man on an asswinkle hunt. And yes, I did write it. I'm going to attempt to do it without the note. Anyway.
Well, if you can't make it better than notes, just add lip.
Oh, I will. So this is an Arab man on the asswinkle. So a lifetime tag was his pursuit, but no one else seemed to give a hoot. The draw had come, and with points in hands, he knew that this year would be his grand slam. The date had come, and still no word. A hit on his credit card, and so I heard. Come and go with me was his persistent plea. For such an elusive creature as he, you're wasting your time, said everyone to he, but maybe that Arab, a fine decoy he will be. So a man on a horse rode high and low, but he really didn't know which way to go. He heard that bugle, for what could it be, for he thought that creature was just ahead of him. So he tied up his horse to a great big tree and headed off to a high point to see what he could see. In his hands was his Swarovski glasses, but all he could see was far off places. Once again he heard the awful sound, which made him shake and turn around. I wish I had tied Cochise to a smaller tree when I saw movement in the nearby bushes which frightened me. With great big eyes my stud did see some really strange creature looking at he. It was my fine looking Arab steed. This terrible creature was about to do his awful deed. I rested my rifle in the fork of a tree. I carefully got down on one knee. As I pulled into focus my careful aim, I knew that my trusty steed was not to blame. My horse was stirring in quite a strifle as he awaited the crack of that rifle. My big magnum had a worrisome angle, for it was pointed right at my Arab's triangle. Just when I thought all was lost, DeWayne let one go at any cost. What a great trophy this creature will be, but no one will ever believe what they see. Asswinkles are the strangest things, but when cut and wrapped, they turn into many things. Barbecue hamburger is my specialty dish. Teriyaki jerky is my tasteful wish. The best jerky I have ever known I had to share with everybody at home. Now the question is for all who is here, is Asswinkle served better with water or beer? You just shared donkey with all your friends in Omaha.
I did. He sent me 2 packages of these. And you know, I sensed a strange taste. But the problem is I had some serious tooth problems and I couldn't eat them for fear. I couldn't eat them. I just couldn't eat them for fear that he might be pulling something like this from a full Arab. It's turned into a sour hog's ear.
Okay, boys, I need 2 boys to run down and grab. I have a present for you.
Two boys to run down and take 2 boys?
Yeah. Anyway, these 2 missionaries are sitting in church, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, we've heard all about you." He says, "You're the one that has the mule, you know, the one that tore up the tree and spun around in circles and all that." And I said, "Oh yeah, but you haven't heard the whole story." So while you're over here going like this, telling stories about me to somebody else, I'm telling stories about you. "Oh yeah, you're the one that shoots all those elk. Yeah, we had some of your jerky." And I said, "I'm sorry, elders." He says, "I am so sorry." I said, "But you just ain't donkey." And they laughed and laughed. And I says, "You cannot tell a soul." Because that was Sunday when I told the 2 elders that you were eating mule jerky. And then every time you started telling your stories to all these people along the way, Friday we spent the whole day with them. Everywhere we went, we met somebody that heard about my stories. And
How's that going to go in the store?
well, dear brother, you still love me.
Where would I hang that?
That's your problem.
Over at the chute.
Is that the mule?
Just don't hit it and break your finger.
Is that the mule?
Well, someday we'll tell you the rest of the story, but when I send you the little note the care package says we didn't want you to miss out on the Quasi adventures, we weren't lying. It was a Quasi adventure, and you were a part of it.
got any more mules they want to send with him? How can I top that? All I do is I correct our trail center director. He gets a kick out of my story, and then he just sees this.
We'll have to send in pictures.
Well, like I say, I'm not sure if you want it in your house or we take it to the cabin or whatever you want to do. As long as you still love me, it's yours.
I do. Yeah, I never thought you'd do that to me, but I love you for doing that.
Oh, this ain't Clyde.
Isn't that Clyde?
No, we still got Clyde.
You were hoping, weren't you? No, he just busted my bubble.
It